take a look at the new Under Armour headquarters. There's a stadium behind it as well. If I can get maybe some shots of that, I'll go over there to see it. But this is real nice. The breezy days. You can see you got the Maryland flag, the U.S. flag, and the Baltimore flag all in full mass. So it looks really, really nice. And right over here is the Sagamore Spirits Distillery. And then we got, he used to have some race horses, and that was his racing silk colors with the diamonds on it. But you've got the buildings here, the apartments, condos, so you have different ones. And even before you come into this complex, talking about buses, there's 2 buses coming up here now. Looks like the green route, so I guess you can look that up. But when you come into the complex, there's some other apartment buildings down there as well. Maybe those are the affordable ones, I don't know. But anyway, we'll take a look around. I'm about to go into this Ben & Jerry's over here. I've got a Groupon for it. And also be aware that they do charge for parking, and you've got to pay by phone, I guess. If you don't have like the meter, most of these you gotta, I guess, do that QR code and then pay by your phone or whatever. So, or your so it gets to be a pain in the butt. So I do see a vehicle over there that has a parking ticket, and I'm like, geez, what do they get a parking ticket for? So you get tickets, I guess, if you stay too long. Alright guys, so behind me is the stadium that I was telling you about. It's got AstroTurf, and you can play football here and probably also soccer. So it's made for that, and they got a little scoreboard. And again, I don't know who's invited to this or who plays here. So maybe a team that they sponsor, and of course you see the big Under Armour logo right there on the building there. And they have this building here, so I'm not sure if this is a workout facility or something else with Under Armour. I'm not sure, but I wanted to show this to you as well. And you can play also. Yeah, you see the the soccer goals there, and you can play lacrosse, which is really popular here in Maryland, and of course football. So 3 sports at least that I know that you can play out here. And of course it says over there, protect this house. This is one of their sayings. If you used to live down here in this area, you'll remember there was a Walmart right back there. The building is still there, but now it is part of the Under Armour complex as well. I believe this is their warehouse where they may put their shoes or different equipment inside of it as well. The address is 2701, whatever the street is, but that's got the Under Armour logo as well. But like I said, this is a nice place to bring a date down here. You saw that restaurant I showed you, Rye Street. Nice little area, it's quaint, quiet. So this summer they had a lot of signs up saying opening this summer. Saw a karaoke bar, looked like a high-end karaoke bar, will be opening this summer as well, and some other little spots as well, some more retail spots. And of course you have more apartments back there being built and that are available. Again, I don't know what the prices are. I'll try to look up what the prices are to include in this video, but come on down, you know where it is.
Now, Under Armour is building a multi-billion-dollar headquarters in Baltimore, Maryland that can best be described as a high-performance building. The 235-acre waterfront property will feature a sprawling campus complete with an office building made entirely with massed timber. It'll have rainwater harvesting and filtration systems. The roof will feature photovoltaic panels, and underground it will have a geothermal heating and cooling system. How much will the entire project cost, and why is Under Armour leaning heavily on eco-friendly architecture? Well, let's discuss it in today's episode of Built Up. This is the Lighthouse. It's Under Armour's 35,000 square foot innovation lab built 8 years ago in South Baltimore's City Garage. This is where the company will be testing and developing all their future cutting-edge athletic wear. They have a specialized robotic hand that cleans, primes and cements the midsoles. The process only takes a matter of seconds before the shoe is placed on a conveyor belt where the midsole is bound to the upper part of the shoe. The machine is so efficient that it can produce 2,400 pairs of shoes in just 8 hours. To do the same thing manually, Under Armour would need to hire 200 people in Asia. Using robotic automation, Under Armour is moving away from outsourced cheap labor while embracing modernization. And their 3D body scanner isn't the only thing helping them build better products. This is just one of the company's modernization projects. Under Armour's next attempt at modernization comes in the form of a 280,000 square foot massed timber building in Baltimore, Maryland, built on the site of a 100-year-old industrial shipping yard. Under Armour has all of its major corporate buildings in Baltimore, so the new headquarters would support all their corporate teammates. The revolutionary new headquarters will not only include office space, but also retail and fitness facilities. Under Armour's global headquarters aims to achieve net zero energy operations. To do this, the building will feature photovoltaic roof panels, a geothermal heating system, sunshades, and a lot more. The facade of the new headquarters will have 21,000 square feet of ETFE panels, 27 in total, connected to the glass front of the building, provided and assembled by Bird Air. To construct this entire mega project, Under Armour will have to spend $5.5 billion. However, Under Armour received some heat after Baltimore announced that part of the project would be funded by the largest tax increment financing deal in the state's history. The project was expected to be completed by August 1st, 2024, but they were 2 months ahead of schedule. Under Armour expects the first wave of employees to move in as early as November. They will relocate from Tide Point to Locust Point, just across Port Comington Drive, where the new headquarters are. When fully operational, UA's new headquarters will employ 1,500 people. The campus will act as one of the key projects in the Baltimore Peninsula redevelopment. The first phase of offices, shops, apartments and hotels south of Interstate 95 will cost $500 million. Construction on the project began in December 2022, and now the official Under Armour store will open in either late October or early November. The project has been in the works since 2016, when Under Armour bought the plot of land for $70.3 million along with Building 37. That same year, city officials approved a $660 million tax increment financing deal to fund the project. As soon as Goldman Sachs heard about the project, they jumped in with $233 million in 2017 and became a partner in the project. When the project was first introduced, it featured a central riverfront stadium surrounded by 3 glass towers and other buildings. However, as the company experienced a slump in sales in 2016, they scaled back the project, and in 2022 they presented the current project to the city, which got instant approval thanks to the company's long-term commitment to Baltimore. The city of Baltimore is currently calling Under Armour's new headquarters, Baltimore Peninsula, although they're yet to name its new headquarters and they're asking employees to either suggest a new name or vote on one. While we do not know its name, we do know that it's going to be one of the largest mass timber buildings in the US. In 2018, Oregon made history by becoming the first state to change the building codes and permit mass timber structures exceeding 6 stories, and many states followed suit. Companies like Walmart adopted mass timber with a home office campus. Under Armour's ambitious sustainability goals and their devotion to teammate wellness and experience saw mass timber as the perfect vehicle to do this. Not only would the new headquarters be aesthetically pleasing, but it would also boost company performance and employee morale, or as they call it, teammate satisfaction. The mass timber headquarters would be to company culture what Under Armour's apparel is to athletes. The company is after the LEED V4 Platinum certification and the WELL building standard. Any other material, be it steel or concrete, would be carbon negative. Mass timber is carbon positive, meaning the emissions released during the extraction, manufacturing, transportation, and end-of-life phases of buildings would be zero or less than zero, since wood is made entirely of carbon. In addition, it would be one of the few company headquarters in the world that would be designed using mass timber. This ensures UA will remain authentic and simple while also meeting its sustainability goals. Using mass timber and an open floor concept makes their headquarters more inviting to workers and visitors. Employees will have access to green spaces and a lot of natural light while working for UA, which in turn is supposed to increase productivity. The entire headquarters park will be connected with pathways and connect the offices to the rain gardens, the bioretention plantings, the bioswales, and even the shops. At the end of the day, UA's headquarters is in line with its zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050 goal, and its mass timber structure will be among the top 1% of building performance in the nation. And all those ambitious goals won't be met simply by relying on mass timber. They also need rainwater harvesting and geothermal cooling. Working with a team of architects, engineers, and sustainability experts from Interface Engineering, UA reduced the amount of energy the project would consume by using on-site energy-saving systems, reclaiming local resources, and so much more. The rainwater harvesting system, for example, is just one of the ways Under Armour's headquarters will achieve this. Experts calculated that if they collected and purified the rainwater that would fall on the building, then they would meet 100% of their water flushing needs, which is the biggest chunk of the building's water consumption. What enables UA to harvest all of the rainwater is the curved shape of the building's canopy. Not only that, but the roof is made up of photovoltaic panels which generate energy from the sun. This would never have been possible in the past. Photovoltaic panels back then were thick and produced less power. As a result, most of the people hated their design, but today they're slim, nimbler, and can produce enough energy to meet the majority of the building's needs. Coupled with the strategically placed shades on the windows, UA managed to build a structure that has low energy usage. But what about heating and cooling systems? Don't they consume a lot of energy? Heating and cooling systems are some of the largest consumers of electricity, but Under Armour thought of this as well. Deep beneath the surface, they built a geothermal heating and cooling system. This way, the day-to-day temperature in the campus would be kept at a constant, comfortable level by extracting heat from the ground during winter and passing heater air through the ground during summer. The HVAC system of the building has enhanced filtration and offers indoor air quality monitoring. This means 100% energy recovery for the building. But like we already mentioned, these headquarters won't be a single building. It's a campus where office space meets retail stores and a lot of outdoor courts for plenty of physical activity. Couple this with lush gardens, plantings, grasses, and woodlands, and you basically have an idyllic place of work. Additionally, Under Armour anticipated and prepared for the sea level rise, which is why the main building is elevated 17 feet above sea level. Simply put, this 50-acre site will become a popular retail destination, which has its very own track and field athletic venue. Not to mention, the multifunctional spaces are guaranteed to spark employee interactions, which will result in innovation. So, what do you think a good name for the new Under Armour headquarters would be?